Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, we will start the fight. It's going to be there against Dark Phoenix. Yes, you guys were the ones who chose Nico. I asked you, who should I be ranking up? Who should I do? I'm always one giving the advice, telling you I think, here's who I'm thinking. And there, you know, I read the comments. You guys know that. I had a lot of fun with this, going through that. And it was this one from MCoC Player Unknown. It's like, I choose you, Pikachu. Rank 4 Nico, gonna be running wild. So if you don't take our view at a disadvantage, Pokemon and Randy Macho Man Savage in the same. Dude, you win. You win. I love it. Made me laugh, and it was right. For those of you who don't know, we're going to be starting off with the buff immunity. We're going to be looking at her at rank 4. This is War, Tier 3 War, Platinum 3 with my Alliance Upside. They're having a great time. Shout out to them. And then, yeah, this is the $1,000 champion right here in Dark Phoenix here. We're going to get up our buff immunity, and then we're just going to destroy her. And, you know, I will talk about her awakened ability. I do think she's worthy of ranking unawakened. She gets significantly easier to play, and the damage gets going even higher when she is awakened. Like I said, we will talk about that though a little bit later. We're going to look at War, we're going to look at Battlegrounds, we're going to look at Questing, we're going to look at some fights at rank 3, because there's some of the fights that I was just like, I love this champion. You guys need to see him. I want to talk about him. 33 seconds. That was a rank 4 Dark Phoenix. If I realize it wasn't, I will go ahead and make an adjustment for you. Now, what I want also to show you is, because you guys know, right? Like all of these cosmic champions, that's why she's the best. She's in that same power tier as the other great ones, but she's the best because she shuts down the biggest, baddest cosmics. But buff immunity is so strong. There's a ton of other champions she can handle. Here is a perfect example. This is a hazard shift lane. Nico has a pre-fight. You can see I'm double checking, like poison, cold snap. Like, really? Yes. Now, she can only use her pre-fights once per quest. So you want to be really smart about where you use it. Yeah, you're going to have to use some strategy and those sorts of things. But in Battlegrounds, it's always the first fight of the quest, the first and last. You can see we have got the buff immunity up here on Infamous Iron Man. We've thrown our special one, which is going to give us the untouchable or whatever. I can't, you know, I don't remember exactly what it is called. But it also is going to put the halt passive on. We're going to talk about the halt here in a little bit. I obviously messed up there. I took my eyes off the screen, so I'm not totally sure what I messed up, but I obviously messed up. And is it really going to matter? No, because we have kept up our damage, we've kept up our buff immunity, and we are going to, because she is awakened, be applying those passive poisons whenever a buff like would have been created or is prevented from the buff immunity, right? So that's part of why her damage gets going even better when she is awakened. But you watch this, you see that I messed up a special at some point, threw it into his block for whatever reason. We have chosen, I believe, just the poison immunity. Buff immunity has even fallen off at this point, and he is still dead in less than, or slightly over a minute and 3 seconds. He is gone. He is just absolutely dusted. This is a hazard shift non-cosmic champion. Like, she's wild, y'all. We're just getting started with her. We are just getting started. Now, this is obviously a rank 3. Like I said, there's fights I wanted to show you. This is against a Red Skull. This is what I'm talking about. So this is rank 3 Red Skull. I don't exactly remember the meta here. This does have the inexorable, and there was something else, and I think it was power snack. So if I create a buff, it's going to be nullified, and he's going to gain power. I've started with the buff immunity. Remember, you land the heavy, that's going to give you that fury passive. And as you get more skilled with her, you're going to see me sometimes do it really well, sometimes not as well. But as you get more skilled with her, you're going to want to throw that heavy into a special, and you're going to get all the adrenaline. And I showed you this in the new champ video. I showed you this in shorts all over the place. You see, we are already back to 99% health. She works so incredibly well with it. He went a little bit passive, so now we went all the way back to our special 2, and we've thrown it. We've got buff immunity back up. So even if he throws his special here, which he does, thank you, well done, Red Skull. I will pay you later for being so agreeable. He gets no unstoppable, none, literally none. We don't even have to worry about it. Nico has just completely shut this fight down, and then we'll throw our SP1, which does additional damage for all the damaging like buffs and debuffs and passives on. So that's why you're often wanting to get all of those, and the signature ability creates more damage because your SP1 is exploding them for all of the various damage you already are doing. You do even more off of the SP1. The SP2 applies some of the poisons as well. 50,000 score, rank 3 Nico versus a rank 3 Red Skull. Now this is still a rank 3, and we're going up against a rank 4 Sig 200 Serpent. This is the biggest, the baddest, the worst, the meanest, all the various things, right? We even got electric defense. So if we were to, he's supposed to get armor ups or what have you. If we hit into them, he's going to armor burn us. So this is an armor burn meta. Well, guess who just keeps them off? And this is what I really want everyone to know is, this is why I've said, even without Serpent, even without Dark Phoenix, and I can't think of who else right now. I'm sure we'll fight them. Deathless Thanos, who will be in this later. Even without all of those, she would still be on the same like power level as your Tigras and your Kushalas. But because she just shuts down all of those biggest, baddest cosmic champions, she is definitely the best, in my opinion, the most meta relevant and those sorts of things. I mean, look, like you're watching this, right? And here's the thing, is this can even get cleaned up. This can be played even better. Remember, this is a rank 3 Nico versus a rank 4 Serpent. Part of why I'm not showing you rank 4 Nico versus rank 4 Serpent is she still doesn't see the light of day. I have a pretty blubbery, whaley account, and she still gets banned, especially in the current meta, which is Footloose, where she would be shutting Footloose down as well, because it's not just she picks one. She doesn't just counter Unstoppable or Miss. She just turns them both off, and then she's got the Halt off of her SB1, which will also turn off Unstoppable, as we'll see here in a minute. No buff. What's his immortality or whatever? The same thing Hercules has, where they go immortal and they keep playing and living. And no, that's just gone. That's just gone. It's just gone. And if you somehow lose it, like you saw me earlier in the video, you just throw it again. I understand this one's cherry picking a little bit, but I did want you to see it. We're going up against a 6-star rank 5 ascended Hulkling. I want you to see it because eventually Hulkling does have to come to the game, right? And as a 7-star, everyone's going to want him because he's still great. Watch what Nico will do to a defending Hulkling. And the thing is, it's even worse for this guy, because if you notice, we're putting acid burn on him. When the defender is immune to poison, Nico puts on acid burn instead. Hulkling is supposed to be getting so many buffs, and we're shutting them down. We are just putting those on him instead, right? This is like we talked about the awakened ability and all that. I'm doing a better job of using the miss mechanic off my SB1 and just absolutely obliterated that fight. We're going to get, I think, like a 52-9 score or something like that. The more buffs she can stop, obviously, the more damage she's going to do because she's going to put on the poisons, and then the more the SB1 is going to explode. I'm showing you this because this is a Scourge, and this is pretty beefy. This is 9.1. Okay, and it's got the Scourge, and per Scourge, I think there's a 1% chance of going unstoppable. Well, the SB1 has a Halt, and I think this is a new mechanic, okay? There's another champion with it, I can't remember who has it, but it's off of her SP1, and her SP1 and her SP2 refresh the two, let's call them mechanics that come off of the SP1 and the SP2. So we've thrown the SP1, we've gone in our like invisible, we've put the passive Halt. It is a passive, it can't be shrugged on Airwalker. So if that Unstoppable from the Scourge kicked in, and at some point it doesn't matter. It will not do anything. He will act, it's like grit basically, but it's a passive that cannot be shrugged. And then every time I throw a special 1 or a special 2, the Halt and the buff immunity are completely refreshed. Like, you can just sit here and do what I'm doing. You can see I've got 6 of the Fury buffs now, because I'm just sitting here throwing the heavy. If I had been more on it, I would have thrown another heavy there. We're going to lose a little bit of the steam of this fight. This fight really should be like 10 seconds faster, because you get into that rhythm where you've got the miss mechanic off the SP1, you can land your heavy, and then you go into your special, so you get the Fury buffs, you get the adrenaline, so you're healing right back up. You can see where our health bar is, and I've thrown the heavy multiple times, gotten the Fury buff. Like I said, that fight, at least 10 to 15 seconds, should be faster if played just even slightly better. This is the sort of thing that's possible with her. I now want to show you this fight, and this one was interesting. This is a rank 4 Deathless Thanos. This is Ebb and Flow knockdown right back at it, okay? So this fight's going to be a little slow to begin with, and he's a big, tanky boy, right? He's going to become debuff immune at a variety of places. Well, there's a reason why I've been talking to you. You can see I'm going to check everything out here. The reason why I've been talking to you about how the buff immunity is a debuff, okay? So it can be shrugged. There's nodes. Like, she can't take everything in the whole game, okay? But a vast majority of places you're finding these, what exists in the game right now, she can take. And so I had already used my buff immunity pre-fight, and I'm just going to go in and land my SP1 here. I'm eventually going to do it. I'm not sure why I backed up there. Oh, I wanted to do the heavy into the special to get the, I can't think of what it's called, but it's that passive in the upper left-hand corner. It helps you like get more of your adrenaline, or I think it keeps the adrenaline longer. It doesn't decay as fast. You can see he went unstoppable, but I've got the Halt passive up, and so he didn't truly go unstoppable. Like, turns off it basically. Like, he is, but he's not. I'm not sure how else to explain it. You saw it on the screen, so you know. And you can see right now I just need to reapply it. It fell off, and I just throw another SP1 to reapply it, and I'm totally fine. Now, if I really wanted to, I probably could have worked in ways to utilize the SB2, get the buff immunity up, get a little bit more damage going, right? This fight would be sped up significantly. That's why she's so much faster against Deathless Thanos in Battlegrounds. But I wanted to show you this one because this was, again, my alliance is Platinum 3. And you can see, there we go. We've got the acid burn going on him now, so he's getting a little damage going. And I knew I wouldn't be able to reliably use the buff immunity, and I just wanted to get this fight done. It was a tough fight. I should have thrown the SB1 a little earlier. It's funny watching these and commentating on them. You realize like the various mistakes you make along the way. This is a big, beefy boy, and I'm just going to concentrate on the SB1, keep the halt up, and all of his stupid, like, unstoppable mechanics that he has and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. I'm going to win this fight. Oh, I forgot to call it out there, and that's one thing I would want to make sure everyone understands. There is a cooldown on the miss mechanic from the SB1, so you can't just stand there and repeatedly do what I've been talking about and showing. You do need to be aware of that. Also, he did land his panic debuff on me, so if champions can get through the miss mechanic, keep that in mind as well, right? Like, she's amazing, she's the best. She can't shut down everything. You can't just close your eyes and beat the game. You can't face roll, okay? I want to talk about, wow, I thought I had one more fight, and I guess I don't. I apologize. There's so much to talk about with her, about her awakened ability. It has 3 bullet points. Whenever a buff or a personal effect on the opponent other than poison is prevented or removed by immunity, and remember, she's putting on her, like her hex debuffs. I can't think of what they're called, but they're basically hex. And there's from the third light and from her heavy, and your buff immunity will prevent those from landing, or she will put them on, and then you make the champion immune to them through the SB2. When that happens, you're going to inflict anywhere from 1,000, well, this is rank 6, but you're going to inflict a poison passive for 12 seconds, and remember, you explode those through your SP1, right? So that is where the SIG will escalate. Just at SIG 1, you're getting some of those. As you get your SIG higher, that's going to go up. So you can see how that would increase her damage. Like, you're literally seeing it right here on the screen. 2 is personal effects on the opponent are paused during Nico's specials. Her specials aren't outrageously long, but they're not super short either. So even just that bullet point 1 is really nice in keeping the halt mechanic up and the buff immunity up. And then 3, when Nico causes an attack to miss, she passively gains a large amount of adrenaline. That's a big part of why I'm able to keep her at such high health while also using the heavy to remove the health, get the fury, and then I've got the extra adrenaline to go ahead and go through that, utilizing the SP1 miss to get the health bar back up. I love her. She's amazing. Eventually, she won't get banned, so I'll be able to do like a bigger like showcase on her. But as far as the initial showcase, I wanted you guys to see. Thank you for giving me advice on the rank 4. That video did get enough likes, so it is something that I will do again in the future. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. As usual, let me know what you think I got right. Let me know what you think I got wrong. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.